You're listening to the Mike and Carla Morning Show on 96.3 KKLZ.
First of all, what an honor to be talking to both of you. My dad was a musician, old musician. He used to say about you, by the way, that you were a bitch of a drummer.
Wow.
That's what the old guy used to say.
Brilliant.
He's a bitch of a drummer.
That's a massive compliment.
Tell me this. So everybody's been talking about the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Just a few short months ago, you guys were inducted. Now you're here in Vegas. I want to talk about you guys being in there. I want to talk about what it was like when Brian May inducted you into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
Well, it's amazing. We're huge fans. One of the reasons we exist is because of Queen.
Yes.
They're a huge influence. And
right.
He was the only person that could have inducted us, to be quite honest.
Cool.
And he actually said that. He's like, I'd have felt really put out if you hadn't have asked me.
Yes,
So,
yeah.
It was
That's
great.
so cool.
I saw him when I just left school, opening up for Mott the Hoople. Queen opened up for that. I know, right? So...
Wow.
They've been really important to us, and Brian especially. He's been
Yeah.
a champion of the band. He's always saying such brilliant things about all of us. So
to
it was
hear
amazing.
that.
He's the only person that could have done it.
You guys have been through a lot. I mean, you have been through a lot. I don't know if people realize some of the things that you guys have been through. You lost a band member. You, after the accident, did you think you would play drums again, Rick? I mean, I've heard where you were pretty confident it wasn't going to stop you. But
No, at first I felt pretty defeated.
yeah,
But then it was interesting. I got a visit from Phil and Steve,
Right.
who sadly isn't with us anymore.
Right.
And it got me thinking about how I could do it again, and and just the support that I was getting, not only from the band,
Right.
family, people from all over the world. And I don't know if you can kind of get this, but I really felt the power of the human spirit,
Right.
And
yeah.
and that just kind of propelled me.
Yeah.
It was like I stopped comparing myself to how I was.
Right.
I stopped comparing myself to two-arm drummers.
Yes.
And I started to realize that what I was doing was really unique, and I needed to embrace that in order to succeed.
Yeah.
And that's exactly how it went.
It's unique, my friend. You are a bitch of a drummer. So go with me back to and of course, we're all 80s kids, and our friend Jim Snyder talked to you about there being beer. I think Jim Snyder. It was the 80s. No beer. There was more than beer, honey. Unden, Gleben, Globen, Globen. Where did that come from? Where did that come from?
It's Mutt Langer, our producer.
Okay.
So, we're kind of... Everyone knows we take a lot of time recording and
Right.
stuff like that. So you get bored, and it's instead of like 1, 2, 3, 4, Mutt would say these stupid things, and that was one of them, and it
Right.
ended up on the record, and that was it, really.
So that was it.
Yeah.
No big story, just
Well,
something
that's
different.
the big story. Yeah.
Okay, got it. There it is. The big revelation right there.
It was just Mutt trying to relieve the boredom.
That's cool. Well, that would be the guy. What a talented guy.
Yeah.
Pour some sugar on me. I know back in my stripper days, I used that. Thank you, Rick, for laughing. I love this guy right there. That's why that song was so huge, wasn't it? I mean, back in the day, that was...
Well, you know the story, right?
Florida, right?
Yeah.
Yes, I have read this, but
Yes.
tell our listeners.
All right, so actually the album came out, Hysteria,
Right.
our biggest album, and it tanked initially because we spent so much money on it, and it didn't make it back, and we're like, oh man, we're on tour and it's half empty all
Right.
arenas, and it's like, this song starts getting requested by strippers in Florida
Right.
because they're performing to it. So then people are requesting it on the radio because they're hearing it at it shows you what they're doing.
Yes,
and
exactly.
it kind of snowballs or fireballs, if you want, from that point on. And then the second place was Canada.
Right.
A lot of strip bars, apparently.
Right.
And they it just went on, and it honestly caught on from there. And then
I
the
love
album
it.
went to number 1 3 times.
God.
And ended up
See?
going like 13 times platinum in the US. So so it was because of the
I-
strippers in Florida.
I think you owe Ambrosia and Trixie and myself a little debt of gratitude.
Well,
'cause
absolutely,
that's all
we do.
heard
No,
was-
absolutely.
Was that Carla right to the DJ booth? Carla to the DJ booth. You guys are awesome. I want to ask you one other thing before we wrap this up. Taylor Swift, a huge fan of yours, from what I understand, and I've seen her performances with you. Do you know any Taylor Swift music at all?
Yeah, we actually, because we done the Crossroads
Yes.
thing.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
so
okay.
we got it down,
So do
some
you
of the
guys-
early stuff.
Okay, so you're not breaking into Shake It Off or anything like that
We
while you're
could.
here, are you?
We could.
I mean, we listen to her music. I think
She's
her
awesome.
songs are really well written.
Yeah.
And she reinvents herself. I love how how her career's gone. And
Yeah.
it was fantastic, doing the Crossroads thing.
Right.
Because, we got to know her a little bit.
That's
It was
so
great.
cool. And no real drama with you guys over the years. I mean, it was all of you guys, so it wasn't a Fleetwood Mac thing where everybody was, dear God, all the drama sleeping around. You guys have been pretty, I mean,
You know
there
why,
have been
though,
no
right?
scandal.
No, you know why?
Uh-oh.
You've heard our records, right?
Yes.
They take we actually honestly there's so much substance
Yeah.
musically and artistically
Right.
in what we do, and all the other crap that goes along with it. Like Rick having to learn how to play with one arm
Yeah.
and actually learn how
Yeah.
to stand with
Man.
one arm, and just all of these things having to deal with Steve going.
Right.
So we've been so busy
Yeah.
trying to just do our thing.
I
so
get it.
which is cool, So
Good for you.
no room for drama.
Well, welcome to Las Vegas, Zappos
you.
Theater for a while. They're going to be in
Yes.
town for a while. You guys are residents. Welcome
No, thank
to
you.
Las Vegas. Take it in. Get off the strip. It's great, but get off the strip. Don't listen to what Kelly tells you. Just get off the strip. That's all. Can't spend all your time here. Thank you, guys. What a pleasure.
Thank you.
I look forward to seeing you again. First time I saw you was in Sacramento, and I was in college, and the graphics were real flames. So it's a little different, isn't it? Thank you. Thank you
you.
so much, you guys. Def Leppard, Phil and Rick right here.